this camcorder, which I'll go through. First of all, this is your guarantee. Now you must, what I didn't know, luckily I'm still within the 30 days because this is relatively new, but you must register within 30 days. So when you first receive your camcorder, it says you must register within 30 days. This is for your guarantee, your 1 year guarantee. So I highly recommend that you do that. You also get just all the basics, registration card, blah blah, and your manual, which I have had a look through, and it's pretty good. It tells you enough that you need to know. So I was quite happy with the manual. And this is handy, because this tells you exactly what type of battery that you need, charger, and extra bits and bobs. It's quite useful because it's the accessory guide for your particular camcorder, instead of having to root around trying to find the exact battery, etc. You get 3 different types of battery, and they've all got different codes, so you will be able to find them quite easily. Obviously, the larger, as you can see, you've got small, medium, large. The larger, you'll get, I think it's about 8 hours, I think, of constant recording, but I can always double check on that for you. Or is it, let me see, sorry, no, 5 hours. 5 hours with the big battery, 5 hours with the medium battery, 2 hours 55, bear with me, to a maximum of 3 hours and 5 minutes each. So large battery you get 5 hours and 30 minutes, and for the medium sized battery, 3 hours and 5 minutes, and for the small you get 2 hours. I'd say it's around an hour and a half more than 2 hours, even though they do state, and this is a brand new battery, but I'm not sure it's an hour and a half that I've had. That's the maximum I seem to get. Okay, so that's the box all done. Okay, now to the camcorder. There are a few problems. First of all, nice and light, great on the light. It's small. I'll put it in my hand and show you how small. Oh, I'll show you while I'm here. One good thing I do like is the fact that you can just open and close. So obviously to protect it. But if I put it in my hand, you'll be able to see what there is in my hand. So it is quite small, and it's very light, and it's quite compact, and it feels tough, good quality, not cheap. Okay, I'll just open it, and there we have it when it's open. Check lens cover is what it's just come up with now, which obviously you've got to check the lens cover. So if we just open the lens cover, it's kind of, you see, it's kind of awkward at times when you've only got the one hand, and it is small and quite fiddly and easy to drop, so you've got to be extra careful. And as you can see, but I'll zoom in, zoom out relatively fast. Zoom in, zoom out is quite fast. I don't need to show you the actual quality because you can see on my other videos the quality of the camcorder. This is just the general parts of the camcorder. Okay. Here's a few switches. Easy access switches. As you know, it is touchscreen. These switches are just basically to switch from photo to camcorder to video, from photo to video. Also, you've got your AV slots and a few other bits and bobs. Your HDMI slot is there as well to connect it straight to the HD TV. Along with this one is the USB. I'm afraid the quality of... I'm actually using a Nokia N96 to record this, so the quality is not very good, I'm afraid. All down to Nokia's not so good focusing, or automatic focusing. Okay, so to move on to the bad parts. Good parts, good tough quality, buttons are quite nice. Here we have, let me put it back in my hand, sorry about that. Okay, here goes. So here, this is the top part of the camcorder, which I'm just trying to get rid of the label. Okay. Now, as you can see, holding it in my hand again, which in actual fact can be a bit awkward at times to get the grip and to get it in place with it being so small. But as you can see, I'm now ready. I can do my zoom in, zoom out, and then you got this button here to take the photo with. So you zoom in, zoom out, and capture photo. Now you can zoom in 200 times. You can be zoomed in at any point and take the photo. And the photo, I'm not sure of the pixel, but I'm quite impressed with the photo. It's one thing that I was very impressed about. The quality is good enough to get away with using. So I was quite impressed about that. Okay, now this is one of the bad things. I'm not impressed with this at all, and I've had a bit of difficulty with this. Okay, now you might not be able to see that well, but here, let's move this out of the way. Right, now, if here is where you close this, pop, and you can pop it off open, and that's where your power goes. Alright, USB, as I've showed you before. Open this. It's quite responsive when you open, see how fast. So as soon as you flick this open, camcorder's ready to go. Obviously you've got to have your shutter open or closed, but then you shut it and it shuts it down, fully shuts it down very quick. Now, I'm going to connect it via USB, and as you can see, looking at the computer, this is something that I do like. You automatically plug in. Now, it comes up with, although you can't see that clearly, connect to PC or connect to other. Please select the device type to connect. So we're going to click on connect to PC. Now it'll say playback on PC, create disk, direct disk, or upload. Now we're going to, this time we will upload. Now upload, and it shows, now it's come up with this on my screen. Now I have, initially it does come up with an install. It's got the built-in drivers into the laptop, so I've automatically installed, which is this part here, as you can see. It comes up with run install, which I've actually done this, so I can close it down. Now this is automatically opened, which is if you'd like to look at your pictures on autoplay. Now I would close down autoplay because you don't need to use this. Close that down. Now this Media Browser 3 automatically comes up. Now the great thing about the Media Browser 3 is that everything is there, all your videos, the whole lot, and it does come in handy. Now what I'm going to do is show you. Now I can, it shows you the videos that you have uploaded and that you haven't uploaded. It's got, there's little ticks by them. You might not be able to see, there's a world sign on that one to show me that I have, and there's also one there to show me that I've uploaded, so you know what videos and what pictures you have uploaded and you haven't uploaded. Now to get to the upload point, let's see what we got on there. Now this, you can change quality of what you'd like to upload, so you can have it on the highest quality. It's completely up to you. I'm going to have it on the highest quality. Okay. Go back to the browser screen. Okay. Now this is where, this is one of the best parts. This comes up with where you'd like to upload to, so Facebook, YouTube, and it's very, very simple. So I click YouTube now. You get any video you like, drag it down and place it into the box, and go down, and then you will click next. And it says to enter your username. That username will be your YouTube username, because we are just about to upload it to YouTube. And then there's your description, and then click upload, and it starts to automatically upload. There's your upload. Click and upload, it's done. Quite simple. Okay, so that's that part of it. And the only bad thing is, now, it doesn't charge off the USB. So, say you've got to upload 6 or 7 videos. This can take quite a while, depending on how big the videos and how fast your internet is. I've noticed I uploaded 6 videos. I've got pretty fast broadband. It's 20 megabyte speed, so it's quite fast broadband speed. And the problem that I have noticed is my battery seems to, from a full charge, seems to die, because this can take up to half an hour for all of them, half an hour to 40 minutes. Now I don't know why it used the battery so much, but I also admit I uploaded before, and that took about an hour and a half to upload, and that was about 8 or 9 videos in one go, which unfortunately failed because the battery died on the camcorder. So what I suggest is either plug it in so that it's charging and it's plugging in at the same time, or there is another alternative, and that is to use what I have, which is one of these, which plugs straight in to the USB of your computer, and then we've got a few different ones on the end, and this is the one that I need for the camcorder, which I'll show you now. When you plug into the camcorder, it starts to charge. Now, it doesn't show you it's charging when I've got the USB in, but when you haven't got the USB connection in, it automatically, this red light here will, when I plug it in on the mains, the red light comes on and will stay on. When it's finished charging, the red light will turn off. So this is mainly this is one of the main things that really annoyed me. Other than that, I think it's overall it cost me £350. Now I would say that it is worth the £350. You have got the high def, you've got the advanced image stabilizer. Yeah, obviously it's got the super low lux, which is fantastic for bright, automatically making the room a bit more warm. It gives the light effect of a kind of a warm atmosphere, but it also is great for when it is too dark, because it can help with that. Now I'm just going to show you this, bear with me a second. The only bad side, another bad thing, sorry, is that you cannot shut, when you've got your USB plugged in, you can't actually shut your, obviously, this screen can't be shut when it's plugged in, so we can take that out, so we can now close it, which shuts it down. Now you can change your settings so that it doesn't, when you close this compartment, the actual window, when you do close it, it won't turn, when you close it, it won't turn off, and when you open it, it won't turn on. You can have it set to how you want. Here's your record button. I showed you these, and there we have. So, would I recommend somebody buying this? It hasn't let me down enough to tell anybody no. The main bad part is what I was just talking about with the USB. It doesn't charge off the USB, which is a bit of a letdown. The rest of it, the quality, the feel of the camcorder, for JVC, it's not bad at all. I mean, JVC I've never been a great fan of, but I'm quite impressed. I am going to go through and figure out what are the faults, but as of yet I haven't found any faults. But have a good look at my other videos, and if you know of any faults, then please let me know. You can comment. I'm totally open for any faults that anyone knows about this camcorder. I'd be very grateful. Just got to also point out that here